Not who you once were, but not quite who you're becoming? Welcome. You are on the guest list.
I'm Cameron Sepulveda.
And I'm Kelsey Young.
We're two 30-somethings navigating the messy middle with real talk, self-discovery, and intentional living.
We're here to make you feel seen, not fixed.
And we're not here to teach. We're here to talk it out together.
This is DM for Guest List. Slide the fuck in. Okay, so we are back with Alex. If you haven't listened to her first episode, go listen to that one. They don't necessarily go together, but she segued us into this episode perfectly. And we are going to be reviewing and going over and discussing our horoscopes.
Yay! Just to set the tone, if you are not watching, Kelsey has a blanket over her body because she is so cold while wearing a full sweat set.
My hands are freezing.
Oh my God.
I told you.
That is very cold, which is the opposite of what this year is going to be, because it is going to be a fiery, fast year.
Spicy.
The fire horse. Spicy. Okay, are you guys ready?
Ready.
So we talked about, I really liked what you said in the last podcast where you said that something was like survival.
Oh, we went from survival to revival and snake to the horse here.
I love that. And fire, especially in like agriculture, is used as like purification. Like they will burn the crops so that way they can make the soil nice and rich for the following year when they plant. So we're kind of like planting the seeds. There's a lot happening astrologically, especially with Uranus and Saturn moving from Pisces to Aries. We also had Black Moon Lilith move from secretive shadow work Scorpio into Sagittarius. So needless to say, there's a lot of fiery energy of this year and it's going to be very fast paced. So I thought I would pull up y'all's birth charts and kind of tell you and also your listeners what to look out for and like kind of how to optimize your year, because it's going to go by so fast. I just have a feeling that 2026 is just going to zoom by. Like
zoom, zoom, zoom.
Make my heart go.
Yes. So I'm going to look at y'all's charts and I'm just going to get right into it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bitch has notes.
Yes, I took notes. So you know what's really interesting is Kelsey has such a unique communication style. And when I looked at her chart, the first thing that I saw, when I say unique, I mean that I respect it and I love it.
Why is it unique?
She's going to tell it like it is. Like you're not going to sugarcoat things. It's refreshing and I really enjoy it. You just cut to the chase.
Yeah. Why have people guess what you mean? You just say what you mean.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And the reason why you excel at that so well is because you were actually born during Mercury retrograde.
Ooh.
So at a time where everyone else on the planet is like, oh my God, and they're going into a tizzy, you're just like, no, this is normal for me. I was born during this time. It's super chill. Yeah. So I love that.
Okay.
Also, I just saw a TikTok, a reel. Maybe it was a Substack. I'm not sure where I gleaned this information from, but the guy was saying he's not an astrologer, like at all. Mm-hmm. And he goes, yeah, so if you were born in February, your mother was going through a time of year where she had the most oxytocin in her body, meaning that when you were born in February, you have the lowest fear response of any other month.
Interesting.
You click on the comments and everyone is commenting. They're like, because they're Aquarius. Like, you guys, you're describing astrology. So even if you don't believe in astrology.
And it's the dreamiest Pisces.
Right. Yes. Oh my God. That is so true. I forgot. I did date a Pisces and he loved to watch a thriller. And I was like, respectfully, no.
Yeah. February Pisces men are the worst.
No. Oh, wow. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, and so for those, when were you born?
March.
Oh, wait. So then why? What? Okay, never mind.
So there's three types of Pisces, like the February ones, the like in between ones, and then where I am, which is closer to Aries. So.
Got it.
She's a cool Pisces.
Got it.
The best.
Yeah, we fuck with her. Okay. Also, I don't know why I didn't lead with this, but one of my favorite quotes is "Millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do." That was by Father J.P. Morgan. I'm pretty sure you can remember that name and that he was a pretty rich dude. So
like the richest people in India all have like an astrologer like on there.
Yeah, like on the payroll.
Yeah.
We're just, if you noticed, Stevie Nicks and Taylor Swift launched an album on the same day a few months ago. And it was astrologically like one of the best times. I was actually thinking about launching something on that day as well, but it just like wasn't quite ready.
No.
And I was like, wow, I know why they launched on this day, and that's pretty baller. Like, that confirmed it for me that they definitely are using an astrologer.
Interesting.
It's beautiful. Any hoozles. So Kelsey has a very unique communication style, and that's because she was born during Mercury retrograde, which we love.
And it's interesting because that does come up about you a lot. That is a talking point.
Does it? Yes. It's refreshing, like, to be around someone that's just going to tell it like it is without sugarcoating things.
People don't like
really
it.
important.
Then no one likes it. But
No.
I don't know any other way.
You're one of my favorite people to follow on Instagram because you just like, you know where you stand with Kelsey. You do. And you know where she stands in every topic in the world. And you're just like, you know, you polarize to magnetize. And that's what she's living in 3026 right now.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
What a compliment.
it's a really beautiful thing. Also, you're an Aries rising, so that's a pretty cut the bullshit type of thing too. Aries is where Uranus and Saturn move to, so like we're gonna be cutting the shit this year for sure.
Snap.
Let's go.
That was amazing. They're also wearing matching sweatsets.
I can't.
I didn't get the
I'm
memo. If I had also worn a gray
That
sweatset,
would have been amazing.
No, we would have looked like we were in prison.
Three blind
Like,
mice.
No, we would have looked like we were podcasting from our prison cell, which is really beautiful. And honestly, sometimes I think about it, especially after the year I had. I dated 5 Aquarius back to back in 2025. I thought about it. 3 hot meals a day, no rent. Like, prison actually was sounding kind of nice.
If Martha Stewart can do it, I think I can do it.
Yeah, I want to go to her prison where they
Same.
play, the one where they get to play tennis.
And she taught them how to make cucumber sandwiches in the cell.
Okay, keep going. Horoscopes.
Okay, horoscopes.
I love that. Okay, anyways, some interesting things about Cam's chart. Cam, you have an Aquarius stellium. You're a little alien.
Oh, well, Solium?
Stellium.
Stellium?
Stellium.
What
It's
is
written
that
right
for the people
here.
who don't
A
know?
stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in the same house or in the same sign. And Aquarius is very like community and, you know, wanting a better vision for like the world. It's a very like big thinker. And after having dated 5 in a row, I can tell you it's so funny because like Valentine's Day falls in Aquarius season, and you wouldn't think that because they get the reputation of being like kind of closed off and cold,
Colder
and maybe
to one-on-one relationships, but warmer and more loving to the world.
to the world, yes. And so it's very interesting because I, in my opinion, think that Aquarius have like the biggest hearts, but they also protect them. And so
I agree with that.
To all the Aquarius listening, I just want to say that the same walls that you're keeping up to protect your heart are also the ones keeping people out. So maybe like shut that down. It's safe. It's safe for you. You're in a beautiful relationship right now, so I'm not talking to you, but like the Aquarius men out there, especially the avoidant ones, let your heart open a little bit, you know? It's good. It's good. And we're definitely in the age of Aquarius. So I feel like it's your time to shine. You've got a big vision. And it's going to play out beautifully. You also just went through, and I went through this as well. We're 1990 babies. So if you were born in 1990, there is a huge chance that you just went through your Lilith return.
You were born in 1990?
And 1990 babies were the last year of the horse.
Oh,
That's right. This is literally our year. So the year of the horse is going to be really interesting because Lilith moved from where it was when we were born in Scorpio, which is Scorpio's like very death and rebirth. It is very, you know, like all the taboo subjects, shadow work. Lilith is a very repressed part of your chart. And once you embrace it, that can be, especially for a woman, that is like top tier dark feminine energy. And even though Scorpio is a difficult placement for Lilith, it's also one of the most powerful ones when you fully embody it. So would you say that last year, like you were dealing with some of those themes? It only moved to Sagittarius like maybe 6 weeks ago.
Definitely. I mean, last year was definitely a big transitional year for sure.
Yeah, for everyone, but especially for the Lilith placements. Lilith is like almost rageful at times, and so whenever it moved, I remember the day that it moved into Sagittarius, I felt like I was breaking free from chains.
What month was it?
It would have been in November.
Okay.
But here's the thing: your Lilith is in your 7th house and mine's in the 12th house. 12th house is like death and rebirth.
What's 7th house?
7th is like your personal relationships, partnerships.
That checks then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Those were all rage.
Okay. And then you're a Taurus rising. One thing I want people to know, Cam is a Taurus rising. You're an Aries rising. Aries rising is like very cut to the chase, cut the bullshit. Taurus rising, Taurus is ruled by Venus.
Cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, that's right.
She really is.
But we'll also cut like a knife when needed. I mean, Taurus is right there beside Aries, so they can be very similar in some ways. But one thing I want you to do for the listeners is when you are looking at your, oh my God, what is it called? Your astrology for the day or for the
daily
year,
horoscope.
No TJ.
Like any sort of horoscope, always look for your rising sign. When you check for your sun sign, usually it's not.
Teeth and all.
He's the scariest teethless dog. You're so cute though. I forgive you.
Go away, you little fucktard.
My dog doesn't have any teeth. He's 13 years old. But he will attack you. I've actually never done his birth chart before, but I bet you he's got some Aries placements.
Don't even look at me.
He's a Libra, and normally they seek peace, but not this guy.
He speaks.
Sorry about that.
Rage. Oh my God.
Are you okay? I know he didn't get you because he
didn't get me.
He got you with his nubs. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Back to our podcast. If you could just stay over there, sir. Everyone's scared of you now. Thank you so much. Where were we?
Sorry, we had a murder on camera.
we got a little altercation on the pod in real time. Whew. Okay, guys.
Crying.
Back to the pod. Bark to the pod. I want to talk to you guys about why your resolutions probably have never stuck in the past. And I'm sorry, I'm still crying. Get away. Please get away. All right. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Go over there.
Are we all good?
Yes. Okay. Resolutions are not going to last because...
Yeah, so a lot of times with the new year, people make resolutions. They never stick. February is notorious for when people kind of like give up on their resolutions, right? And that's actually when the year of the fire horse starts.
So February. Yes, February is when they die.
Yeah, February 17th is when the year of the horse starts.
Okay, so I have a battle plan for you guys, if you will.
Please.
After we were just at war. So this is one way that you can make your resolutions actually stick utilizing astrology. So a lot of times when you make resolutions, they can be like really strict and, you know, you're like, I have to go to the gym every single day. And if I don't, blah, 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 it's just too rigid. And for like half of the zodiac, you actually need like freedom and very tailored, specific.
No, TJ.
I'm not touching him again.
So here's how you're going to make your resolutions actually stick. I want you to look at your 6th house. The 6th house is like your daily routines, health, wellness, and you're going to look at the ruler of your 6th house. So let's say we're going to look at Kelsey's house ruler. So it's in Virgo. If you look at her birth chart, Virgo is actually ruled by Mercury. And as you know, Mercury retrograde was when you were born. So she likes to do things a little differently. But Mercury typically is like communication, technology. So I don't know if you follow Kelsey, but lately she has been tracking her progress with the gym on social media. And I literally cannot think of a better way to have someone who has a Mercury ruled 6th house to stick with their resolutions than to use public shaming on the gram. Truly, I mean, sometimes that works for me too. Shame and spite have built a lot of things, including my business. So it's a really wonderful thing. But I think if you just continue doing that and any sort of thing that you want to stick to, I would use social media and I would post like everything that you want to do. Especially she does like her sets at the gym. And I'm like, me looking at that, I have a Venus as my 6th house ruler. I'm like, I'll literally never follow that ever. And so interestingly enough, on the opposite side of the spectrum, Cam and I both have ours ruled by Venus. So your 6th house has Libra in it. Libra is ruled by Venus. My 6th house is Taurus.
Okay.
Both of those are ruled by Venus. Venus is like pleasure. It wants things to be pretty. So when I think of that, I think for us, if we were making especially like fitness goals, Pilates princess. Like
literally, Cam is all about the aesthetic.
Like you have to have a cute outfit.
Yeah, I do love a cute outfit.
Right? Like if you're trying to have good resolutions with a Taurus or
Libra,
shopping,
I'm hearing.
You need to go shopping. Yeah, you need to make sure that you have like the cute Pilates socks or get a new little outfit. And then just, you know, that can be a way that you can kind of promise yourself.
That does motivate me.
If I stay consistent, yeah, it's way more like values based.
Because I don't care about the gym.
Yeah.
You can shame. I could put those posts up all the time and not follow through, and I don't even care if I'm publicly shamed.
Not at all. Me neither. Like if I posted like Kelsey does and I do like my gym sets, I'm not even doing them. Like I never even got to the gym unless it's really cute and aesthetic. I love posting to the gram. One thing about me is if I'm going to the gym, I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm going to post it to the gram. So that could be one way. That could be another thing too, is if you did like a series, that might challenge you and be like, okay, well, I want to look cute.
It's funny you say that because I actually care more about the outfit than like I'm not motivated by like my body changing to look better.
Yes.
That doesn't motivate me either. I'd rather have just a cute outfit.
I want to look cute.
I want to look hot
and I want to look cute.
Both of you. How are your friends?
Yours is more like punishment. Like if we felt punished, we're not, like she said, she's gonna skip the gym completely because she just doesn't want to do it. But for you, especially being ruled by Virgo, like Virgo is they love punishment.
I want to be chiseled.
Yeah, you want to be chiseled. Also, probably if you're like Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. If you don't know who the planet ruler is, you can Google it. You can use ChatGPT or you can message your friend Urban Dictionary. But yeah, Capricorn and Virgo feel very, maybe even Aquarius is just like, yeah, I would like to suffer.
But I also, like, if I didn't follow through for my last week of the challenge that I had for myself, and I'm totally fine to like admit that. Like that doesn't bother me.
Right. Well, probably all those Aries placements, you're just like, yeah, I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. It's cool. It's chill. Yeah. So that's really beautiful. I love that about you. And then also, while we're on the topic of workouts, you want to look at your Mars. So where is Mars in your birth chart? For Cam, it is in Aquarius, which is where mine is as well. Aquarius Mars is like Aquarius.
How do you guys have so many overlaps?
Well, we were born in the same year.
Got it. Okay.
And because we're awesome. Duh. Obviously.
Sorry.
So, and we're also born like a month apart. So we have a lot of, we have a lot of similar placements.
Wait, we didn't even say our birthdays.
Do you want to say that on the internet?
Yes.
To live here forever and ever.
Yes.
Mine is actually a public holiday. It is Buddha's birthday, April 8th. Mm. Yeah.
Mine was supposed to be another holiday, March 17th, but my mother was in labor for over 24 hours.
Right.
I did not want to enter this world.
Stubborn.
I still barely want to be here. I'm ready to go to the home planet.
You were just trying to be an Aries. You're so on the cusp. I think your Pisces was at like 28 degrees, like right there at the end.
And my birthday is July 20th, which is the same date, not the same year, but the same date the first person, quote unquote, landed on the moon.
Wow. That's a fun little fact.
Fun fact. Different year, obviously.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that's why we're so similar and awesome, is because we're born pretty much like 30 days apart. And Mars is the god of war, but also like where you probably might enjoy workouts. And since ours is both in Aquarius is like the alien, the weirdo, like they like to do things against the grain, if you will. And they're an air sign. So it's very much like You probably enjoy Pilates because you're like sliding on the reformer, you know what I mean? Like back and forth and stuff. Like it feels kind of flowy. But hear me out on this. One of my favorite workouts as a Mars Aquarius is pole.
Oh, pole dancing.
Do you love pole?
Oh, yeah, I've done that before. I did it for like many years.
I took it down. I have one in my home. I took it down because they had to come fix the HVAC. My heat went out in the middle of winter. Loved that. So I decided to take the pole down simply because I didn't want a grown man seeing
Smart.
a pole in my living room. It's been there for like 3 years. It's super fun. Or like, what are they called? Like the aerial like ropes or whatever. The silk.
I want to try that.
Yeah, I do like things
Let's do that.
that feel like dancing or just like not exercise. Right. If it doesn't have like exercise label to it, I'll probably like it a lot more.
Right. Like for you and I to just like go to the gym with one of Kelsey's intense workout sets would be the most boring thing ever.
I will say I've been trying to do that since the start of the year because Pilates is expensive. So I'm like, I have this gym in my apartment. I might as well try. But the music part of it, if I can get energized by the music, then like I'm dancing to myself in between sets.
Yes.
And I like how it actually is slower pace.
Okay.
Because I like the slower pacedness of it.
Nice. I
Yeah,
like that.
That's why I decided I hate group fitness, is because I want to dictate the music. I know what will pump me up, and that's
why. So if I can have the right music, that can motivate me. Because I can focus on that, not the workout part.
You know what? I will say all the Aquarius that I've ever dated, which is apparently a lot, great music taste. Like every single one of them.
Because we have range.
That's right. Yeah. You never know what's going to come up on shuffle.
I'm not loyal to any like artist. It's like a song for the moment.
Who was your number one artist in your Spotify Wrapped? Is it embarrassing? Mine was Drake, which is the worst ever. Like me and all those sad gym bros.
I think
listening to Drake.
I think mine was Glass Animals because I played their like newest album.
Yes.
Hard.
Nice.
No skips.
That feels very.
It would have been Lily Allen if that album had come out earlier.
We're seeing her in Atlanta.
You're going to see her.
I love that you guys are going to see her. And fun fact about this house you guys are sitting in right now, I had a guy come in here one time and he was like, "Wow, your entire house is like pink." And I was like, yeah, well, 2 girls. It was when I had my best friend living with me. And I was like, yeah, well, 2 girls live here. It should be pink. And he was like, God, this place is like the Pussy Palace. And so we've always called my house the Pussy Palace. And now Lily Allen has a theme song for my beautiful home.
I love that.
Love it so much. Okay. And then your Mars, Kelsey, is in Taurus. Taurus is like very chill, but also the bull. So like big old muscles. No wonder you like lifting heavy.
Oh my God.
Are you scared of TJ? Yes. TJ is trying to enter the chat again. I'm just going to put him up behind us. He seems to want to get up on the couch.
All right. Say what you said again. Sorry. I was so focused on TJ.
So your Mars, like your type of workouts that you would enjoy most, is in Taurus. And Taurus is like the big old Taurus is the bull. And so you probably like having like big old, you're a muscle mommy. Mm-hmm. You're a muscle mommy. You probably like being in the sweaty part of the gym where Cam and I don't want to be.
Yep. I hate when I'm sweaty and my clothes
I'm
are
like the only girl.
Yeah. No, we want our frilly cute little outfits on and our Pilates socks. And you're like up in the gym working on your fitness.
I'm on the only platform. I'm squatting.
Ugh.
I want to be brave though. And I want to go with you at some point because
lots of hot men.
One of my goals for 2026 is to just have such a huge dump truck that I have to go get a CDL license to operate it. You know what I mean? Like that.
You should do what I did. So I had Jeremy, my boyfriend. I was like, I need you to take me to the gym and just show me a little like routine. Like show me exactly what to do.
Yes.
I just need, if I go there and I have to figure it out, I will not come back.
Right.
But if I have like, okay, here's just a little routine. It's the same. Like I got this.
And a man also setting up the equipment, or just somebody you know that's around while you're navigating all the equipment, because like
that was my thing. I don't want to look dumb because I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't want to get on the hip adductor and then go the opposite way. Like I don't want to look like an idiot.
Same. So that's what held me back, is looking like an idiot. So if somebody's like, do this, then this, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What else do you guys want to know about your charts? I have both of them pulled up.
What about us like working together?
Working together? Ooh.
Like why do we work well? Like, well, not to put you on the spot if that's too.
No, I think just from what I remember, I mean, you're right there on the Aries cusp. So you probably have some, like, it doesn't really make sense. One thing that I don't love about astrology is those hard cutoffs, because you're right there. You're right there. So you embody probably some Aries traits. And with that being her rising sign, that means that, and that's kind of, your rising sign is like how you come off to other people. Mm-hmm. Usually when you try to guess someone's sign, you probably guess their rising sign. Yeah. And so that means that y'all just kind of like understand each other.
So true.
In fact, are you an Aries moon too? Let me look really quick. Kelsey. Yeah, you're Aries. You're a double Aries. Holy shit.
What does that mean?
That's just like a hell of a lot of Aries energy. It's funny because I'm an Aries sun and I don't feel like an Aries sun at all. I feel like my moon sign, which is Libra.
Need to dissect like what this actually means. I don't even know what a sun and a moon is.
That is great. Why don't we take it back to the basics? Sun, moon, and rising. That's usually a good place to start. So your sun is like where the sun was when you were born. So yours is like right there between Pisces and Aries. That's why you're kind of like a cusp baby. So you have like attributes of both. I was born an Aries sun, like literally right there in the middle. But I don't feel like an Aries because I have I actually have a really balanced chart. So I have a Libra moon. Aries and Libra are opposites on a birth chart because they're opposite energies. So they're like in some ways sister signs, but also like complete opposites, which makes you more balanced. If I were like an Aries sun, Aries moon, I bet I would probably have a record. Like, like sometimes when I meet like double fire signs, especially someone that has a fire moon, I'm just like, God, I bet you're full of rage. Just
I think
like
Steve
so much
had
rage.
like 3. I think he was Aries on like 3 of his main planets.
Whoa,
including Sun.
Yeah,
so that's why he was.
I feel for them. I actually have a fire rising. I have Sagittarius rising, but Sagittarius rising is like impulsive, but they're also kind of like the teacher, the sage. Mm-hmm. They're like
so
wise.
What does the rising mean?
So to go back to your question, Kelsey, so Sun is kind of like how you feel on the inside.
No, that's your moon.
Well, so that's like your feeling.
Well, yeah.
So that's like how you like not react to things, but your inner feelings. I guess I differentiate a little bit by more like Sun is like inner identity.
Yeah, that's like your
Moon
identity.
is like inner feeling.
Yeah, your emotions.
Not how you're reacting to things, because that's more like your communication style. Like Mars?
Like Mercury?
Or Mercury,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And then rising to like what Alex already said, it's like what you give off to people.
Yeah, that's like they think that you're your rising sign. Actually, in Vedic astrology, my friend is always like, I feel like you're a Scorpio. And I'm like, well, in Vedic astrology, I'm a Scorpio rising instead of a Sag. So you would go back one, typically. So
interesting. Yeah, because I'm Sagittarius moon. And I definitely get like happy-go-lucky feelings. Like I can get over things really quickly.
Sagittarius is very much the silver lining person. Like they're always looking for the silver lining. Yeah. And then we've got Miss Double Aries over here that is like anarchy. And we love you for that.
I'm surprised Cameron's not that.
No, the fact that you guys are like kind of opposites is probably why you get along so well. Like you do have some attributes that are the same with that fire energy, which probably garners a lot of respect for one another. But then are also kind of opposite because Pisces is very like dreamy and go with the flow. And then Father Kelsey over here is like absolutely not. Like she's probably like laying down the hammer, which I love.
And then for like, if you want a relationship information about yourself, Mars and Venus.
Yes. Yeah. So Mars is like the type of man that you want. And then your Venus sign. I actually need to look up y'all's Venus signs. Mine's
Aquarius.
Really? Mm-hmm. I dated a guy that had his Venus in Aquarius and he was like, we're going to be best friends. Like that was just our relationship. It's like we were best friends, you know?
Yeah. Cause so I'm Mars and Venus in Aquarius.
Nice. I'm glad that you knew that. Mine is the most pathetic. Mine is Venus and Pisces. So everything's a fairy tale. Venus and Pisces is very much going to fall for people's potential. It's the worst, but also the best. It's exalted there. So it's like, no. I'm talking about mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. With TJ barking in the background. It's like the best podcast ever. The attack was my favorite part so far, for sure. But yeah, Venus and Pisces is like very dreamy. Like I want everyone to marry me after the first date, pretty much. If it went well, if not, like lose my number. But more often than not, I've already planned our wedding. Yours is, Kelsey, is in Leo. I'm going to click on that actually and see what it says. Exceptional. Oh no. This is a transit that you have going on. Leo is very like Venus and Leo. I would imagine, because Leo's like the king of the jungle, right? The lion. I would imagine that that means that you have a very deep love for your partner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And probably, I could be wrong, want to be worshipped by your partner.
I am worshipped.
She is worshipped. So checks that box. That's very good. Very, very good. And then Mars, especially if you're a woman, Mars is nice to look at for like what type of man do you want? What are y'all's partner's signs?
Jeremy is a Scorpio.
Nice. Okay.
I forget his other stuff.
I think Chris is a Gemini. He's 6/7, June 7th.
6/7. Whatever
Basil
that
have
means.
the same birthday.
Huh?
Him and Basil have the same birthday.
Oh my God.
That's really sweet.
Her and her chihuahua. Him and his, what? Oh my God. Okay, and then what's my longitude and latitude?
Your longitude and latitude, I don't know, I'm not a cartographer, but you can look at astrocartography, which is where you put your birth chart on a world map. It's one of the coolest things ever, and it'll tell you where in the world, like if you have your Venus sign through one area, that's a great place to go find love. And I think you said that you had astrocartography done
when I was still living in Charleston. I was considering moving to Austin or Charlotte, and so I had one done just to see like what the difference would be for love and work.
And it tracked, because as soon as you moved there, I feel like you
I feel like
found your person.
Found love. Work has been harder there.
Oh, is that what she said? That it was gonna be harder? Right. Yeah. So there's so many different aspects when it comes to astrology. That's why you shouldn't use ChatGPT for astrology, because I've had her admit multiple times, mine's a female, I've asked her before, like, hey, I don't have, it always messes up my Lilith placement, which is one of my favorite things to ask about, and like how it's tracking, especially while I was going through Lilith return. Are you? Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you're same age as me. So we just went through Lilith and our Jupiter return at the same time. Jupiter is like the planet of abundance and stuff, which can be great, but it can also be detrimental because it's going to expand any sort of energy. So that Lilith return was like a big one. Big one. Anybody turning 35 or 36 this year, or I guess, yeah, for 2026. Yeah, it's your year. Yay. Have fun.
Finally.
And then what else do you guys want to know?
I think we need a crash course, another episode of a crash course of horoscopes,
Kelsey's
because I have no idea what any of this shit means.
Kelsey is fascinated by it, but she does not understand it.
No.
Which is great, because sometimes I'll go off. I mean, I'm pretty sure I started the episode with some pretty high depth stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, moon,
and now we're
sun,
taking it
rising.
back to the basics.
I don't even know what that means.
It's really fun. And I think one of you, well, yeah, it would have definitely been Cameron that said this, is there's certain people that have them on their payroll.
Yeah.
I think that's such a baller move. Like, I'm trying to have, that's actually one of the things that I'm going to do this month, is before the year of the horse starts, I'm going to have my favorite astrologer do my whole chart for the year.
Yeah. And I think where people get astrology wrong, or they just look down on it, is like the daily horoscope.
Yeah. And they're probably reading for their sun sign, which isn't going to make sense anyways.
So it can be deeper than that. And I mean, it definitely gets a lot more deeper and involved when you're looking at all of these different aspects at once versus just your sun sign daily horoscope. And that feels so general to people, because it is.
Right. It really is. It's more accurate to look at your rising sign, because then for every single rising sign in the world, they're going to have the same house placements as you. Mm-hmm. So if you are a rising Sag, all other rising Sages are going to have a Virgo midheaven, Virgo in the 10th house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of complicated, actually, as I'm saying it out loud.
It's very, this is a foreign language. But
while I'm processing in real time, that does sound a little complicated, but that's just how it is.
Explain why astrology even dictates our bodies?
Yeah. I mean, we're what % water?
Like 98 or something.
Right. Yeah. We're pretty watery, especially Cam, because she's a Pisces. And if the moon can affect the tides, then why would it not affect people too. I remember I actually worked in insurance through high school and college. And I remember going to work during full moons and we would all bitch about it and be like, there's going to be so many accidents reported this week because it was around a full moon. A lot of women will either have their bleed or ovulate on the full moon and the new moon. And kind of like sync up with the moon cycles. So it's very interesting that, you know, you can apply it to health and wellness, and then people want to just be like, oh, well, when it comes to finances, like that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Fun fact, was it BlackRock? I don't know. This is going to go over y'all's heads maybe, but somebody had it was like a huge company and they had a bunch of Bitcoin and they sold off all of it last year when we had 6 planets in Scorpio. A shadow side of Scorpio is like fear. It's also before the holidays. So they just like offload all this Bitcoin. Sorry, I not only am interested in astrology, but I was also a finance major. Fun.
Same.
Really? Were you? Oh, God. Yeah, those classes were so boring. But the cool thing is, I remember watching this and I was dating someone at the time and he's just like watching his Bitcoin go down, down, down. And I was like, okay, knowing what I know about astrology, I know that by February next year, when the year of the horse starts, things are going to start picking up again. And I bet you the BlackRock or whatever company it was is going to take all the stuff that they just sold off and made all that money, they're going to buy it back for half of what they paid for it. So they made a huge profit. They basically profited off of knowing that people are fearful before the holidays, saving up their money. They offloaded all of it. And so that means everybody else did too. And that made the value go way down. So now they're going to buy it back up in February when it's at its lowest. And then you'll watch. It's just interesting. There's a astrologer that specializes in the stock market. And I'm like, God, maybe I should get into that because we're trying to make all the girlies rich in 2026. I'm going to keep learning and keep studying. I've been fascinated by astrology since college, really. So,
but that applies to you to like major world events also.
Yes.
So like when there are like kind of negative events that are happening, if you look at it astrologically, like a lot of times there is correlation.
Oh, for sure. If you guys follow the Chani app, that's probably one of my favorite astrology apps besides the Pattern, but she definitely ties in a lot of like real world events going on astrologically. Yeah. And it's insane, the correlation sometimes.
And even like celebrities, like Taylor Swift's chart, like there's, or Beyonce's chart, like there's obvious signs that they were meant to rise to the level that they have.
Taylor Swift also just went through her Jupiter and Lilith return with us and wrote all those songs, you know, I make deals with the devil because my dick's bigger. Like, you know, she was definitely giving off that Scorpio Lilith energy. And we love that for her. I'm not a fan of hers, but I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm losing steam over here, honestly. I'm so tired.
She's tired. She has been the bouncer to TJ and keeping Cam safe.
But we'll do another we'll do a crash course episode.
Okay,
where
cool.
we'll break down the basics. Because
Sexy.
that's very, I would have no...
Got some questions. Okay, cool. How should we end it?
You know how.
Slide the fuck in.
If you like these types of conversations and are looking for questions or prompts to ask yourself to dig deeper, we also offer freebies and guides at dmforguestlist.com. Also, if you enjoyed this episode and would like to show a little extra support, please rate and review our podcast to keep growing the guest list. We will see you so soon.